My dear students, today we are going to study class 10 biology chapter 6 life processes. Already we had studied about the life processes. This chapter includes main 4 topics. What are the 4 main topics? First one, nutrition. Second one, respiration. Third one, transportation. Then fourth one, excretion. Now we will study about transportation in plants. First of all, what do you mean by transportation? Transfer of substances from one place into another place. That process it is called transportation. In transportation in plants, it is a very simple process comparing to the transportation in animals, because in animals the body structure is very complex comparing to plants. Plants, the body structure is very simple structure and not a complex structure. So it is a very simple process in transportation in plants. It is plants, the next reason, plants do not move from one place into another place. So it is a transportation in plants is very simple process. In plants, it is done by a special vascular conducting tissue. In plants, the transportation in plants is conducted by special vascular conducting tissue. What are the vascular conducting tissue? Xylem and phloem. What are the vascular conducting tissue? Xylem and phloem. And why need it is a simple organization inside that plant? Then why need this transportation system in plants? Transportation system is essential for the movement of some vital substances from source to zinc. Sources to, so some vital substances move from one place into sources to zinc. So compulsory to need transportation in plants. Okay. Then for plant, soil is the richest and nearest source of nitrogen, phosphorus and other minerals. These substances are absorbed by root. This root part is directly contact with the soil. Okay. Then these sources to, since the transportation system in plants is a very simple process, but why need this one? Because some vital substances move from one place into another places. Okay. These substances are absorbed by inside soil is the richest source. Okay. Inside that soil some water and minerals are present. How to absorb this water and minerals from soil to plants? How to absorb? By the using of root system. Using of root system, water and minerals are absorbed from soil to plants. Okay, these substances, if the distance, this is the plant, okay, if the distance in the soil conducting organ, what is the soil conducting organ? Root. And chlorophyll containing organ, which is the chlorophyll containing organ? Leaf. If the distance between the leaf and the root, the distances are very small, it is a very simple process. The substances are moving from here to here. If the distance between soil conducting organ, which is the soil conducting organ? Root. And which is the chlorophyll containing organ? Leaf. The distance between the leaf and the root is a very small, it is a very simple process. The diffusion process to enough, the substances are moving from here to here. But in the case of large plants, the body size and designs are very large. The plant bodies different, need lot of energy. At that condition, this diffusion process is not enough. The transportation system is very difficult. At that time, to prove how to move the raw materials in leaves and roots, how to move. In that condition, a proper system of transportation system is essential in such situations. Okay, if the distance is very small, it's a diffusion process is enough. But in the distance is large, the very large plants, the diffusion process is not enough. In that situation, a proper system of transportation is essential. Okay, so therefore the plants have two independent transport system as conducting tubes. What are the two independent systems? First system, a system to absorb and transport water and minerals from root to leaves. First system, what is the first system? A system to absorb and transport. What are the transport materials? Water and minerals. From where to where? From root to leaves. That system it is called xylem transport or transport of water. First system it is called transport of water. Transport of water and minerals from where to where? From root to leaves is the first system. That system it is called xylem transport. Why it is called xylem transport? Because this transport involves the vascular conducting tissue. Xylem vascular conducting tissues are involved. So this transport system it is called xylem transport systems. Then second system, a system to distribute food from leaves to all parts of the plant. That system it is called phloem transport. Second system, a transport of food. Transport of a system to distribute food from leaves to all parts of the plant. That system it is called phloem transport. Why it is called phloem transport? Because this transportation of food and other substances is involved in the which vascular conducting tissue? Phloem vascular conducting tissue. So that system it is called phloem transport systems. Okay, it's compulsory to need two different individual system or transport system. What are the transport system? First one, transport of water and minerals, that is called xylem transport. Then second one, transport of food and other substance, that is called phloem transport systems. Okay, then first one, transport of water and minerals or xylem transport. First one, transport of water and minerals. How to transport water and minerals from where to where? Roots to leaves. How to move water and substances, water and minerals. Okay, inside it is involved which tissue? Xylem tissues. Already we had studied in the 9th class. The xylem tissue consisting of 4 different kinds of cells. What are they? Xylem vessels, xylem tracheids, xylem parenchyma and xylem fibers. What are the different kinds of 4 kinds of cells? Xylem vessels, xylem tracheids, xylem parenchyma and xylem fibers. Here in terrestrial plants means those plants are lived in the soil. Now in terrestrial plants, in xylem tissue, vessels and tracheids are interconnected to form a continuous system of water conducting channels reaching all parts of the plant. In xylem tissue, what are the tissues in xylem? What are the tissues are involved? What are the tissues are involved? Xylem vessels and tracheids. Vessels, xylem vessels and tracheids of the root, stem and leaves are interconnected to form a channels reaching all parts of the plants. Okay, the roots of the plants have hair-like structures. That hair-like structure is called what? Root hairs. The roots of a plant have root hairs which absorb water and minerals from the soil. The root in the xylem transport involve the 2 different cells are involved. What are the xylem cells? Xylem vessels and tracheids that are interconnected to form a channels through all the root to all parts of the plants. Okay, then roots of a plant have root hairs. The root hairs which absorb water and minerals from soil. The root hairs are directly contact with the film of water present in between the soil particles. Minerals such as nitrates, phosphates, chlorides, sulfate, etc. are dissolved in waters. Okay, the water and minerals, water and minerals are present in water and minerals are present in dissolved form, present inside that soil. Then how to observe? How to observe? Here, this is explained by two processes. The transport of water and minerals are explained by two. First one, root pressure theory. First one, root pressure theory. Second one, transpiration pull. The transportation of water and minerals are explained by two processes. What are they? Root pressure theory. Second one, transpiration pull. Water is absorbed. Water is absorbed by osmosis and minerals are absorbed as ions by active transport. Water is absorbed by the root system are absorbed. Water is absorbed by osmosis process and minerals already dissolved in the forms of ions by active transport. What do you mean by active transport? The concentration difference. Comparing to the root, the ions concentration is high inside that soil. So the concentration difference is no need energy is automatically to move from ions are moving from here to soil to root. Okay, then from root the xylem cells are involved. Vessels and tracheids take the water and minerals from root to leaves are parts of the plants. Okay, water is absorbed by osmosis. Osmosis already studied. What do you mean by osmosis? The water molecules are moving from higher concentration to lower concentration through a semi-permeable membrane. That is called osmosis. Water is absorbed by osmosis and minerals are absorbed as ions by active transport. Okay, here involved it is explained by two processes, root pressure theory and transpirations. Okay, here what happened? Ions are dissolved inside that water. Here this root ions absorbs water. The process of water osmosis process. Now water is moving here the root system. From root system the xylem cells. What are the xylem cells? Vessels and tracheids from root to all parts of the plants are all parts of the root to leaves by the process of what? Diffusion. See here the root is the active root. This transport system it is called active transportations. Okay, active root pressure theory. Here to involve here the concentration different. Here the root concentration is low. Here ions concentration or water concentration is high. So water molecules are moving from here to here to creating a pressure. So that theory it is called root pressure theory. Okay, then there is the steady movement of then water moving from soil to root. Then xylem cells taking from water from here to here, they creating the pressure. It is move upward, push the water to moving upward. It is easily to moving from here to root to leaves. Okay, that is called root pressure theory. Then in the small plants it is easily to moving. This root pressure is enough. This root pressure is enough. It is going. But in the large plants this root pressure is not enough. Then how it is possible? The minerals and waters how to moving from here to here. Okay. The another strategy, the evaporation of water molecules from the leaf, creating a suction which pulls water from the xylem cells of root. This process it is called transpirations. Okay, the transpiration. What do you mean by transpiration? The loss of water in the form of water vapor from the aerial parts of the plant. That it is called transpiration. During transpiration, at that time, there's a leaf creating a pores or pressures. Then easily water is moving from root to leaves. Okay, in height of the plants, this normal process, the root pressure theory is not sufficient in the very height of the plants or very large plants. That another strategy, what is transpiration. During transpiration time, the water is easily moving from here to here. Why? The leaf creating the force, it is water is easily to push upwards and to go into all parts of the plants. Okay, roots absorbs large amount of water, only 1 to 2% only using for photosynthesis. Only 1 to 2% only used for photosynthesis. Another water is lost in the form of water vapor and used for other activities. Okay, large water, some water vapors moving here leaf to outside. That process it is called transpiration. Here that root is a passive role. That transport system it is called passive transport system. Okay. Root pressure theory, it is explained the active transport system. Here root is active, then here means root is passive transport. Okay, first root pressure theory, it is explained by only small plants it is possible. Transpiration pull, it is a height of the plants. But at night time, the root pressure in the transport water is very important. Why? That is in height of the plants, transpiration pull is not helpful. Why? What is the reason? We already know during photosynthesis time, the stomata are open. Transpiration is occurs is the pores of water stomata. At that time, during night time, the stomata are closed, so transpiration rate is very low. At that time, it is helpful in root pressure. Okay, transpiration pull in the daytime, transpiration pull is the major driving force in the movement of water and minerals from root to leaf. But in night time, root pressure is the major driving force, the movement of water and minerals from root to soil. Understand? Moves to soil to root to leaves. Then second one, transport of food and second one, transport of food and other substances. Okay, transport of soluble products of photosynthesis, sugar from leaf to all parts of the plant. That process it is called translocation. During the process of translocation, food and other substances are moving from one place into another. Which process? Translocation. Translocation. What do you mean by translocations? What do you mean by translocation? Transport of soluble products of sugar, it is called translocation. It is the part of vascular tissue. Which vascular tissue transport the food and other substances? Phloem. Phloem vascular conducting tissues transport the food and other substances from leaf to all parts of the plant. Already we had studied in the 9th class, phloem also consisting of 4 types of cells. What are the 4 different kinds of cells? Seed tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers. Here also 2 main cells are involved in the transport of food and other substances. What are the 2 different cells? Seed tubes and companion cells. What are the 2 different cells? Seed tubes. Seed tubes and companion cells. Okay, the phloem transport food and amino acids and other hormones are especially delivered to the storage organs of root, fruit and seeds and to growing organs. Okay, leaf producing food and stored is in the root, stem and flower and seeds. Okay, and moving from here to stem, leaf and root, from here to growing organs. Okay, the translocation of food and other substances takes place using of seed tubes and adjacent companion cells both in upward and downward direction. In case of transport of water, is only the unidirectional movement from root to leaves only, but in transport of food and other substances moving from multidirectional is upward and downward direction also. The translocation of phloem is achieved by utilizing energy. Materials like sucrose, the plants producing water, producing food or carbohydrates is converted into sugars are transferred from leaf to all parts of the plant. That process it is called what? Translocations. Okay, materials like sucrose or sugars are transferred to phloem tissue using energy from phloem, using in the form of water. Energy stored is in the form of ATP. Okay, this increases the osmotic pressure of the tissue, causing water to move it. What is the mechanism? How to move this food and other substances from leaf to all parts of the plant? How to? Okay, during the process of translocation process, the food and other substances are moving from a leaf to all parts of the plant, but to require some energy. Okay, then sugar, for example, normally leaf producing carbohydrates are stored or loaded in the leaves. The leaf contain mesophyll cells. Now food are stored in where? Mesophyll cells. Okay, here the food is loaded, then this food is moved from here mesophyll cells to companion cells. Okay, the food which is made in leaves loaded into the seed tubes of phloem tissue using energies. Okay, in the mesophyll cells using of companion cells, the food particles are moving from first mesophyll cells to companion cell, then here to phloem. Phloem consists of what cells are involved? Seed tubes. Phloem seed tubes. Now the food molecules or food particles are moving from mesophyll cell to using of companion cell from here to here. Then what happened? The seed tubes of phloem tissue using ATP from food molecules from here to here. Then the water now enters into the seed tubes. Then the water molecules are present in the xylem tissues. These waters now enter into the phloem tissues by using of water osmotic pressure. Here these food molecules are using of energy. The food molecules are moving here to here. At that time here the phloem tissue creating water osmotic pressure. Due to this pressure the water molecules are moving from here to here. Then what happened? The food molecules are soluble inside that water. The water now enters into the seed tubes by the process of osmosis, due to which the pressure rises in the phloem tissues. The food molecules are easily moving from here to leaves to storage organs, growing to root or other parts. As a result, the food moves to all parts of the plant having lower pressures, higher pressure to first the food molecules are loaded in the mesophyll cells. Mesophyll cells are present where? Leaf. Okay, here food molecules are loaded, then using of ATP energy these molecules are moving from using a companion cells to phloem seed tubes. Okay, here to creating the osmotic pressure. During this osmotic pressure increase, then what happened? Here near the xylem tissue the waters are moving from xylem to phloem tissue. Then what happened? The insoluble form of that food molecules are moving from phloem to all parts of the plant. Okay, for example, the in spring season, what happened? The bud forming, at that time what happened? Sugars are stored in the root or stem or of your plant, would be transported through the phloem to the buds, which needs more energy to grow. Okay, and then at that time spring season, for growing a bud, here energy is stored, the energy is moving from here to here. Okay, then there are two type of transport system: transport of water and other substances, that is called xylem transport. Second one, transport of food and other substances, that is called phloem transport. Transport of food and other substances, that is called, other name is also the ascent of sap. Ascent of sap, the upward movement of water, from root to leaf. Transport of food means leaf to root. That transport of water means root to leaves. Okay. Thank you, students.